I recall thinking the woman I was in my most recent relationship with would be the mother of my children. Nothing made me happier than to watch her content and without a care in the world. I believed it was my responsibility to make her feel happy, so whenever she appeared depressed, I would make an effort to cheer her up or get her something she would enjoy. But despite my best efforts, I was unable to manage mood changes, and I would always feel awful about it. But I was a fool to strive to please her. When we battled, my ex was never combative or obnoxious. She was skilled at remaining silent and shutting down, though. To me, it always seemed like you were talking to a brick wall. I would therefore try to solve the issue and satisfy her because I am a larger person, but I was doomed to failure. I only realized how foolish I was attempting to make my girl happy after we split up. Because in reality, it makes no difference what you do for a lady. She could have anything she ever desired from you. She would still not be content. You could hand this woman the world's key. She continued to find reasons to grumble and regrets. I was unaware of the extent of my injury to her. I say, attempting to control my feelings. It's not your fault. Now she is focusing on the ground, and it takes everything I've got to maintain my composure. Do you want to discuss what happened when I asked? It amazes me that you can provide a woman with food, clothing, a home over her head, and a posh way of life, and she'll still find something you didn't do that she can criticize. Why do women take for granted all a man does? Let's examine the reasons why a lady cannot be made happy. Raw ladies are never content since they don't love or like themselves. You can never make a woman happy because of this, and so many of my men are now living in poverty. From the inside, women don't love themselves. Because they despise themselves so much, they are constantly seeking approval from others, particularly other guys. A woman will lose her reason for existing if she doesn't attract the attention of those around her. Women have removed themselves over the years dependent on how many likes one of their social media postings received. If you don't want to go that far to make your argument, Scott, take into account the fact that women who, as children, did not receive attention from their fathers due to their busy schedules or other needs often, as adults, seek for male attention, primarily through sexual activity. Not yet persuaded? How about the reality that women exhibit significantly less empathy than males do on the whole? Do the two of them argue more frequently when they are dating? What do these arguments suggest? That partnerships are more likely to terminate in violence when they have children because of some innate trait in how men and women interact with one another. Tell me why you believe women apply cosmetics if they don't value themselves or how they appear. They dislike looking in the mirror. That's why they have vulval, breast implants, lip fillers, and Botox. She hates it when you compliment her body and face. What impression do you think that gave her of you? Even the most stunning lady you will ever see struggles with extreme insecurities. Therefore, believe me when I say that they are self-conscious. I want you to comprehend and agree with this. Whatever you do, do it for a woman. It will never be sufficient. You can provide her a roof to live under. She will nonetheless continue to lament how little the house is, and that she was living with her mother before she met you. This is an example of how sick and revolting women can be to guys who work hard and make sacrifices to support them. What have you done for me lately is every woman's favorite phrase. Choose the woman you want if she has a small house and a history of unsuccessful relationships. I won't criticize you for finding that kind of girl attractive. Just remember that the sea is full of other fish. In addition, if she's your preferred flavor, it's best to get rid of her right away before she starts to mold. Or you grow tired of her. Turn your head and leave the next time you see that girl at the bar. Never attempt to speak with her again. Do I still need to provide examples? Or do you all understand? They will constantly demand more, no matter what you do for your female family members. You must come to terms with that. Please consider all the nice deeds you have done for women and let me know if any of them have ever thanked you, or simply for sharing their life. The majority of you would have to be with you. You should be aware that ladies adore drama and wish to spend their lives in such a way. In order to feel alive and entertained, they need to draw in negative energy because they are so unhappy with themselves. On the other side, you desire tranquility, freedom, and serenity. You need to ask yourself why they are so dissatisfied with themselves before you can figure out how to make them happy. Is it because they feel worthless? It's possible that they lack purpose or direction in their lives. They can be searching for an identity and wind up getting lost instead of finding what they're looking for. Get them back on the right track if they become lost. Find a pastime that interests them and offer to assist them in beginning it. Ask them questions in a non-judgmental manner if you want to learn more about their life so they feel heard. Based only on these instances, it is clear that a man cannot make a woman happy. Attempting to do so will cost you money, time, effort, and attention, and you will receive little in return. You will have more success trying to make a dog happy than a lady, which is one of the stupidest things a man can do to himself on the globe. I'm not lying either. The dog will at least adore you. I tried for years to do all I can for them, as I mentioned in the tale of my ex. Don't, however, go overboard. She will take advantage of you if you go above and above to appease her. All ladies should understand this because if you don't, they won't enjoy it. Remember that. When I no longer prioritize women over myself, I began to feel more content and happy with myself right away. None of you guys should devote all of your time to pleasing women, in my opinion. They will be content as long as they continue to prioritize themselves. My friend mentioned a guy he knows who is constantly trying to make girls happy out of fear of not being loved by them. The main problem, in my opinion, is that this guy doesn't love himself enough and allows himself to behave in a way that makes other people feel loved. To help us, please watch this video. Please subscribe and send this video to anybody you think will benefit from it the most.